What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Cleveland Browns rebuild on Madden 18. My name is Mr. Hurricane, and welcome to episode 4, where the Cleveland Browns are beginning to turn things around. After a draft that saw us bring in so many great young players, the Browns are finally winning games. Granted, it's only been 4 weeks, we've won 3 times, and obviously we have some tough games on the horizon, having not played against the Steelers or the Ravens or the 3-1 Texans right here, so that's gonna happen. But I am still enjoying this start that we have put together, and I hope that we can continue it today. So we'll get into that Texans game very soon, but a very good point was made in the comments on last episode that Anton Greenberry, our rookie quarterback, is actually approaching the NFL record for most pass attempts to start a career without an interception, which is a record held by Dak Prescott with 176. So if Greenberry can make it maybe 2 more games with no interceptions, he'll have that NFL record. But he has already been the best Browns quarterback in probably 15-20 years. I don't know, since Derek Anderson took him to the playoffs or something? I don't know. So anyway, our first order of business today is to get into this Browns-Texans matchup. Both teams at 3-1. They have Deshaun Watson. Browns traded the pick that led to them getting Deshaun Watson. And of course, we have Bill O'Brien as our head coach. So let's go, Cleveland. Alright, let's get into this one. Texans and Browns, both teams 3-1. And now we're in front of the home fans, trying to show that this team is for real and the rebuild is ahead of schedule. So I've seen a couple questions about how you can have this kind of an experience when you play Madden, and the key is to go into Super Sim and change it to slow mode. That is what allows you to spectate from this angle and see things unfold as Ryan Griffin makes the grab on Watson's first throw of the game. Now, I've had some issues with the first matchup and this one because there are some crashing problems in franchise and Super Sim, and I hope that I've kind of cornered those issues. I'm not doing the simulating till next possession or next quarter as Watson trips and gets sacked, but I'm just going play by play, and I'm not hitting a bunch of buttons after the play is over to get back to the menu because I've seen it crash for that reason as well. So I'm just trying to not make everything work too quickly, and I'll be patient and hopefully everything works here. But anyway, I've been really enjoying the response from the first few episodes, and I want to keep delivering these videos to you guys, so expect more over the weekend as well as we put a real dent in this series. I don't want it to last a super long time or anything, but I just see such a great response from you in the comments, and it's just nothing I've really seen before on this channel. It's really fun. 3rd down and 13 now. We blitz Watson, and he's got the counter for you, CJ Fedorowicz. So like last time, we'll watch the first possession of defense and first possession of offense and kind of go from there. So the Texans here are on the move, and now it's Lamar Miller's turn. He gets stuffed by Christian Kirksey. 2 receivers to the top of your screen on 3rd and 4. Can we get the stop and keep him out of scoring range? No, it's complete to Ryan Griffin. 1st down. This time the Texans go trips to the top. Are we ready for this? Oh, it's a run again. Now Deontay Foreman. And we stuffed that run fairly well. Here's our chance for another stop as they go with the trip set again. 3 receivers to the top. Deshaun Watson going long, laying out his Braxton Miller. What a catch. I thought he overthrew that. That was on the money. So now it's going to be Miller inside the 5. Texans threatening to go up by a touchdown with a very long possession. Watson's made some magic happen on 3rd down already. Can we stop them here? Goal to go. Watson, touchdown, CJ Fedorowicz. That was a lot of plays. It took up a lot of time, and there's the first drive. Not good for our defense. Okay, so now we see if the offense can match them. Anton Greenberry, no interceptions in the 4 games he's played in his NFL career. Opening up play action, incomplete to Levine Toilolo. Now, I might have gotten the number wrong earlier, so let me clarify that Dak Prescott's record is actually 176 passes without an interception to begin a career. He threw a pick on 177. The previous record was Tom Brady with 162. We have Duke Johnson back. That's great. He was back for our last game as well. But like I said, I have touched the injury slider. Did I mention that? I forget if I did. But the injury slider is back to 20, or it's down to 20. So we'll see if that continues to bring in injuries. But I mean, injuries are part of the game, and you got to be prepared to call up players when someone goes down, whether it's Myles Garrett or Duke Johnson. Here's Greenberry on second down. He's waiting a long time here, extending the play and finding Corey Coleman. He just kept waiting. I thought he'd get sacked. That was great. I like Anton Greenberry quite a lot already. At the 28 of Houston now, going back to Duke Johnson, and he is tripped up by Clowney. Okay, if we're to match Deshaun Watson and the Texans' first possession, we need to convert this 3rd down and 8. So Anton Greenberry going deep for Josh Gordon. Right at the 5-yard line, he's met first down. Let's go, Browns. I wonder if we'll see Jabril Peppers at all. I do have him as the 3rd down back, but I think that super simming pretty much ignores that. For now, though, touchdown! Anton Greenberry to Josh Gordon. There is your answer. And we jump ahead. Late in the first half now, Sharkandrick West has scored another Browns touchdown. It's 14-10. We're driving in Texan territory. Come on, Greenberry. There's Njoku bouncing off one and wrapped up. 3rd down now. This is a big play for the Texans as well, as Greenberry throws a strike and Njoku hangs on. This offense looks really good with Anton Greenberry at quarterback. He's playing smart and really effective. Here's Greenberry again, hitting Fisher Bell around the 5-yard line. Greenberry's 13 for 15. I forget how many attempts he had coming into this game, so I'm not sure how far he is off the record. I know it's not, like, imminent or anything like that, so just keep an eye on that as we continue. Come on, the Browns fans want to see a 2-score lead. Greenberry will throw for it. Uh-oh, he's rushed. Buys time, rolling out, and gets rid of it. I like that. He doesn't force the throw. He doesn't take a bad sack. It's 2nd down and goal now. Another chance for Greenberry. Oh no, J.J. Watt. So we'll settle for 3. Now we're going to take it to the 4th quarter, and I don't know what happened there at the end of the half, but we didn't even get points. We got another touchdown later, though. 3-point game, a screen now, and Miller has plenty of room. That'll put the Texans in range to at least tie the game. It's Watson now from the 29. Watson, short for Dorowitz. Oh, he bowls over. Is that the rookie? That is. That was Goodwin. And then he gets 9. Can the defense step it up here? It's 21-18. Texans now in the red zone. It's going to be Watson keeping, and that spin is not going to work. Looks like 4 receivers now, or maybe 3. And Miller into the secondary. That'll go for 12 as Miller approaches 100 on the day. And now a big 3rd and 1. Do we hold them to a field goal? Offset pistol for Deshaun Watson. Hopkins top of the screen. Watson, end zone, touchdown. Nuke Hopkins. And the Texans are back in front. Unfortunately, the Browns go 3 and out immediately following, so now the defense needs to get a stop, but they have kind of looked like the weaker part of our team this entire game. And here are the Texans continuing to drive on them. And they got another 1st down, it looks like. A field goal from the Texans makes it a 7-point game. So now it's up to Anton Greenberry to lead a tying drive with 1 minute left. Big moment for the rookie quarterback Anton Greenberry, who's been excellent to start his NFL career. But now, down 7 in the biggest moment so far. Here he is back to pass, airing it out to the sideline. If you can make that throw, you're not scared whatsoever. The Browns have gotten caught with a 3rd and 16 and only 15 seconds left to go. Here's Greenberry, desperation mode, and Njoku! We're gonna get one more play, everybody! Wait a minute. What's this? You're throwing me into the game. Oh, can I get the snap off? No, we couldn't even get set in time. Oh, the Browns lose. Well, it was a good game, but the Texans too much for us as they win by 7. Anton Greenberry had some good moments, but the Browns fall to 3-2. So here are the numbers. 2 touchdowns for both young quarterbacks, as Greenberry still does not have an interception in his career, and now 10 touchdowns, 89 yards for Duke Johnson. And Jabril Peppers, hey, he got a carry for 4 yards. And no major receiving standouts. Okay, so we sim past the bye week, and now we are into week 7 against the Denver Broncos. And going forward, I might scale back some of the in-game stuff a little bit, mostly because like the crashing in the games is really tough to deal with, and I don't like going in there and always being on edge, worrying about if the game is going to crash on me and lose all the progress I made. So I'm not sure how much more of that we're going to do, but if you don't mind and you're more focused on the rebuild side of things anyway, you can let me know. I know obviously managing the team and the roster is the main focal point of the series. We bounce back against the Broncos though in a big way. Look at that, 56 points, settle down. Anton Greenberry does throw an interception. Now I don't know which throw it was on, but we will definitely take a look at how many attempts he has now with the 1 interception, but he throws 4 touchdowns. He's a big playmaker, and that's just, this turnaround is happening so much faster than I expected. Fisher Bell, 160 or 131 and 2 touchdowns. So there are Greenberry's numbers, just 1 interception and 188 throws. So if his throw came in like the last 10, then he now holds the record, but I guess we don't have any way of knowing for sure. We do have a big decision here, and we're not going to rush back Myles Garrett when the team is actually playing pretty well, although I guess we wouldn't do it if we weren't playing well either. And I'm not sure why, but now when I go into the scout screen, it's blank. I can't scout. Well, we did not do so well against Kansas City, losing 37-13. Only good news is that we're getting Myles Garrett back after this game, but not a good performance for our offense. And we didn't do much well in this game at all, it looks like. And another bad loss for us as the Browns lose to the Steelers 34-17. So after 3-1, we go 1-3 in our next 4. And now we're halfway through the year. Let's check some numbers. So 8 games in, the numbers for Anton Greenberry look excellent. 17 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And probably has some XP for me to spend as well with that quick development. I think I will do a little upgrading here, focusing on awareness to get that overall up a good bit. And then we'll go short, medium, keep the rest. But Anton Greenberry definitely progressing very well as a rookie. Then in the running game, we have Duke Johnson with 501 yards, 3 touchdowns. And Jabril Peppers is not getting the football. That makes me sad. David Njoku, 7 touchdowns. A lot of mouths to feed on offense, though. Just so many good receivers now. And then defensively, lots of tackles here for Schobert and Kirksey. Then for sacks, Jamie Collins has 3.5, but Myles Garrett has missed a lot of time. And 3 picks for Kindred and McCourty. Oh man, the hits keep coming. We lose again. The Browns are now 4-5 after losing to the Buccaneers. This was at least a close game, but we are really falling out of the playoff race now. And on top of that, I still can't scout. Come on, man. And with another loss, we now fall to 4-6. How many losses is that in a row for the Browns? I was thinking playoffs. I was thinking big time turnaround this year. But now I'm thinking we just sim to the end of the season and see where things are. Because we're probably not going to be in the playoff race now. Can't find the AFC North. There we go. We've lost 4 games in a row. And we have 1 win at home. Why are we doing all this winning on the road? This team's weird. And then we lose on Thanksgiving. And it appears that we have a new injury. I believe it's Duke Johnson. So that puts Sharkandrick West into the starting role. You know what? Start Jabril Peppers. I want him to play some running back. I gotta see what he's capable of. In the meantime, Anton Greenberry is still playing really well, so it looks like we have a really good quarterback situation. He's not getting sacked very much, so that speaks to the offensive line. We have good receivers, but now I'm starting to think it's just the defense that's probably holding us back, and once we reach the end of the year, I'll check to see where we're ranked. How did we win so much in the beginning just to lose 6 straight games? How did Jabril Peppers do? Give me some good news there at least. We lose in overtime to Carolina for our 8th loss on the season. And Jabril Peppers does get a touchdown, but he fumbles as well. They have Lynch and McCaffrey. That's an interesting combo. If you want the power there to replace Jonathan Stewart, that certainly works. And by the way, I have not been able to scout now in many weeks, so I'm not sure like how that's going to go, if I can end up seeing the scouting board during the off season. I've never seen that happen before, and I'm trying to Google it and I'm not seeing anybody else with the issue, so my scouting board is just gone. But hey, we beat the Ravens, scoring 20 points in the 4th quarter. There we go. We actually get a win at home. Anton Greenberry, 3 more touchdowns, 2 of those going to Josh Gordon. And that brings us to the end of the year. Hey, good news. Fisher Bell, AFC Player of the Week on offense. And our season ends 6-9-1. So it's dramatic improvement for the Browns. It's just after starting 3-1, I really thought we were going to be a lot better than this. I thought we could be a playoff team this year. So we end up not progressing as fast as I thought we would. We ended up in a tie against the Saints here late, then a loss to the Steelers, and a win against the Ravens. We end up sweeping the series against them at least. 4 more touchdowns for Anton Greenberry. He's been excellent. Oh, Tariq Cohen starting with the Ravens. Jabril Peppers, 82 yards. I want to see the overall numbers. Wow. Fisher Bell, 10, 141, and 3 touchdowns. Now let's see those year stats. And there's how the rookie season of Anton Greenberry ends. 41 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Those are fantastic numbers, and I can't believe it didn't lead to more victories. On the ground, Duke Johnson had 690 yards, was banged up toward the end of the year, so we stuck with Jabril Peppers, who didn't do a ton, and Sharkandrick West ended up with 7 touchdowns. Receiving, now this is where it gets interesting. Josh Gordon, a 1,000-yard receiver. 13 touchdowns for David Njoku. 846 for Corey Coleman. 953 for Fisher Bell. We have a great receiving core on offense. I think it's clear that our next offseason has to do even more to upgrade the defense. Joe Schobert, 131 tackles. 4 sacks. Myles Garrett gets 9 while missing some time. And then 3 interceptions for McCourty, Kindred, and Body Calhoun. Just 1 for Francis Goodwin. We close with the 11th ranked offense in the NFL, but the 26th ranked defense. So that tells you a lot. 10th in points scored, and in points allowed, we're 22nd. We had the 8th worst defense against the pass, and secondary is already something I plan to address going into next year. we weren't very good either against the run, it looks like. So that's where potential linebacker upgrade might come into play. Remember, all of our linebackers are currently in the 70s for overall, so there isn't anybody really standing out there. So that means we have the second off season upcoming. I have not been able to scout for most of this year, so this should be really interesting because only so many players are even going to be scouted. I'm going to have to really take some chances late. And I don't know what kept me from being able to scout that entire time. That was so strange. I just want to see one thing quick. I don't see how it could be anybody else. Wow, almost Offensive Player of the Year. That's amazing. That means he has to be, and he is Offensive Rookie of the Year. Legacy score boosting for Anton Greenberry. And then Don Banks is Defensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, so we get Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That's how you turn things around. What did Don Banks do to earn that? I had no idea he was really playing that much. Oh, he ended up with 103 tackles. He played a ton. Okay, he got on the field a lot more than I ever expected him to this year, and that gave him 20k XP. So you know, with that, we can definitely boost up his awareness and play recognition a good bit. And we can also focus on tackling, block shed. I think impact blocking is important. I'm not sure how it does to the overall formula. I haven't really messed with that one much this year. I'll get zone up 1, pursuit, block shed again, and awareness. So that's pretty exciting. I'll have to spend more time going through XP upgrades for everybody. But we have an off season upcoming, and that's going to be in the next video. Hope you all are looking forward to that, despite kind of a weird episode here. Hope you're still excited. But we will get to the Super Bowl next episode and then dive into the offseason and see what's to come in the next part of this series for the Browns. But that's the first year in the books. 6 wins, a lot more than 0. So we've made some strides, but we're far from finished. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, join the channel on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and I will see you all in the next video soon. Looking forward to your feedback. Have a great day.